Hello, folks. My name is Fuego General, and welcome back to the SCPF Podcast, part number 5. Yeah, we made it. Wait, it's 5, right, Vic?
It is 5, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the group chat is literally called Podcast 5, Fuego.
Look, I have the attention span of a goddamn goldfish, okay? As always, I'm with Vic, and the guests
Hello.
today are Isaac, leader of THI, and one of his cronies. I don't know your names.
Wow.
2hile3. Okay, I'll just call
2hile.
you 2hile.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
That too high. I'll just call you 2hile. Is that fine?
No, it's 2hile.
2hile. Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not a crony. I was Isaac's boss once.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was.
All right, but before we go into the stories, let's ask questions about you both individually. Isaac, what do you do other than the obvious?
Well, I lead THI, obviously. I have been on the Roblox genre since 2014, but I've been playing Roblox since all the way to 2012, dog. I've been a guest, and I've been involved in, being friends with, like, a lot of, like, developers on Roblox, and I was on Twitter at one point, and yeah. I could get, like, right now, I could get my own UC item. I have a lot of connections, dude. Yep.
All right, so big man in the genre, one of the biggest groups of
GOIs.
interest. Now,
Yep.
who are you 2hile? Give me a rundown of you.
This is all right. So honestly, if I had to be saying, I'm probably bigger than Isaac because I mean, at least back then I was. I used to be his boss in THI. I've practically been in almost every other SCPF genre. I've been in administrators. I've been in not normal bearded. I've been in Pathos. Too lazy to list. I mean, I've led 400K CIA back then. I was administrator for the famous game Isle. Could keep going on, man. If there's a genre on Roblox, I've basically been in it. Let's be real. There's too many to talk about.
Wow.
All right, so you're the Isaac before Isaac. Gotcha.
Yeah, the Isaac before Isaac, the old Isaac. Yeah.
All right, so interesting. I've never met you before. Maybe I've met you at some point, or maybe I saw you one point, like on the group page. Like, oh, okay, he's the leader of Dish or something. I don't know. Been here way too long.
Everybody's ran across me at least once.
We may not know it, but we have.
But yeah, we may have crossed paths once. Don't remember it.
Yeah, but
That's kind of certain.
now start off the conversation. Now, this is something I wanted Isaac on the podcast for specific reasons, just to get a conversation starter. And one conversation I want to have is the current state of groups of interest in the genre.
GOIs.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of GOIs right now. I know a lot of up and coming ones too. Right now, the GOI genre is pretty positive. A lot of GOIs,
Okay.
small ones, they're innovating. Like Neen's GOI is pretty good. Then you got Davites, a pretty old GUI that's starting up now as like a new modern one. They got like basically one of the best GUI games right now, even though it's a little bit of like free models and stuff, but they still do pretty good at it. Then we got some GUIs, but the thing about the genre is that some have left. Some really good ones like TSH, Chris Riker. I still have contacts him. He's pretty good.
Oof.
But yeah,
I wouldn't say that about Riker because the Tribune says otherwise. Oof, that whole debacle. Were you there for that, Isaac, or no?
Tribune, yeah, I was there. It was pretty funny. Yeah. Let's just say soundboards, yeah. And people...
oh no.
But GOIs. All right, glad to hear that from the literal man. Sorry, I'm a bit flabbergasted. I'm tired today. Okay, sorry if I'm a bit hopping around. Right, but I thought the GOI type of area of the genre was just dying outright because no one could come up with ideas for GOIs. Like, oh, we can't do anything for GOC because they're just security too. GRU Division P. Just
I mean,
Russia.
you're not wrong about that in that sort of sense of the word, because like, you know, when you look at the genres like face forward, you're gonna think of the big ones, you know, like THI, Chaos Insurgency, and stuff like that. And obviously, the biggest Chaos Insurgency is kind of dying down. Let's be honest. I think just the term Chaos Insurgency is kind of falling apart because it's the same thing over and over again, and nobody's really made a lore accurate and kind of like in your face, like different Chaos Insurgency. Like Dax Rentis CI that I used to be commander of, that kind of fell apart pretty quickly after I left. So
Yeah.
people aren't
among
really
other things. Among other things. But yeah, it just feels like when it came to Chaos Insurgency, it's like the first time you join the genre, okay, yeah. And then you start seeing it plastered everywhere and it's the same. Oh yeah, we just hate the foundation. Why? Does your game have lore behind it? No. Do you have like reason within your own circle of GOI-ness? No. It's just kind of what CI is and has been. It's like, change it. You want to know how
Yeah,
boring that is?
it's
Hear
how
me
it
out.
looks now. Because like all these games now, all they do is like slap the word Chaos Insurgency on a hostile team, and all they do is just attack the foundation. There's nothing new to it. There's nothing ever like different. It's just the same thing over and over. So they're kind of killing that GOI in general. No one's innovative with it.
The thing about CI is that this may sound controversial, but they were
See,
kind
I
of
didn't want to
made
get
to be.
controversial.
They were made by SCPFs to be like their own little puppets. They were made to be like their own little teams or whatever that they can control of, so they could be lore accurate or whatever. So SCPFs could innovate much better. But then now some the reason why they're dying is because they're not unique enough. That SCPFs need more GUIs like Sarkic holds, unique ones. Like who wouldn't want to be a flesh demon warrior?
Sarkis
Exactly.
die off though.
Sarkics? Well, the thing is, there's none. That's one of the bad things about GOI genre is that none of the small ones get really popular.
I used to be a Sarkic. I forget which combative part I was into it. I think it was Fort Oracle, whatever, however you fucking say it. But I was in that for a little bit, and like it was fun for like the short little time. I think we rated Delta at the time. Whenever Delta was like,
How was dinosaurs, right?
No.
what?
Delta was the
Delta
one.
was Oh God, yes, his foundation.
Yeah. You know, in
the one.
in the pines, trended off of literally every SCP content that was coming out at the time, like Lord Bung stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the foundation that's filled with clanners and stuff like that. You know, the annoyance. Personally, in my opinion, not a fan of them, but that's just me.
Oh, TL help.
Basically.
Pretty much. Yeah. Weirdly enough, Delta's actually bringing back the Sarkics now. They have an entire room dedicated to it. When we got the tour of it, me and Fuego, we saw it. And what they had going with the Sarkics.
Yeah,
Their
and
baseline stuff.
it's being owned by Delta as well. They might do some external stuff, but to be honest, when it comes to having external relations nowadays, people are either shy of it or they just outright are isolationist. Like, for example, one SCPF I helped kind of bring forward into development, they don't want to deal with external relations because the genre's just full of issues and it's like, oh, these people are allied with these people, oh, that's a problem because this group we don't like, and it's like, oh, come on, people, why can't we just get along?
It's just a bunch of childish banter between each of these genres, like not trusting each other because one person doesn't like this person and etc. And people are like afraid of like external relations because they want something that they can control and know that like they're the owner. So like if there's someone they don't like, boom, he's gone, you know. So that they just like that ability.
And they want to be liked by everyone in the genre, but newsflash, you won't be. Even me, I have people that do not like me, even though I try to appeal to them as people and not as a problem every time. But they still see me as the enemy, as a problem. It's just bantering and people's own stuff. It's just why bother at that point? Why go to that extent of making an issue when at the end you look back on it, it's like, why was I like this?
Yeah, you just look back at your old self and you're just like, what, really?
Yeah,
Like, why?
yeah, that's one thing with the genre, dog. We have people like Cody Sins. I'm sure everyone's heard of him, right?
Yeah.
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 I know.
That dude's been a trouble for the GUI, genre. He's like the reason why the SCPF's the one external relations because of the creepy sins genre, where the drama, whatever. That's why creepy sins they're not allowing any more external GUIs anymore. But it's kind of changing right now, actually. But
And
still,
and a note to our listeners: whoever we state in this podcast, we're not calling them out. We're not dissing them. It's just what we believe as people and as our own selves. Like, hey, this doesn't seem good. We don't agree. This doesn't seem right. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean you should follow that too. Believe what you want to believe. This isn't supposed to sway you. This isn't supposed to be like the definitive basis. Nah, do you, man? Just vibe.
yeah, I'm not the Riker deep state. Okay, I'm not the Riker deep state.
Nah, right. I ain't like attacking anyone here. I just got my own personal opinion, and that's just all I'm voicing. I'm not saying like I fucking hate you, nah, man. I don't give a shit enough to hate any more foundations, bro. There's no, I don't have to.
Same.
That, dude.
Yeah.
Just
Same.
move on.
That's why that's why I talk to Glitch and Fur, because I want to actually be like, yo, we chilling? Yeah, we chilling. You don't need to have like we need our MTF and SD to be jointed all the time. No, just vibe. Like,
Honestly,
hey,
yeah.
Dog.
hey, you want to do a skirm? Sure, all right. Like
Sure.
stuff
That's the
like
sad part about that stuff, though. You can't really do it without like always bringing toxicity because there's always someone who's gonna get butthurt at the end of the day and ruin it for everyone else.
yeah, and then you yell at that person. Like,
And
I'm
then
gonna
they
be
fucking-
real. I'm gonna be real.
Reminds
then
me
they
of a
spread-
certain situation.
And then they spread controversy, and then it turns into the whole like, oh man, this guy did this or this guy did that, and the whole foundation.
Lord.
You can't win. No matter what you do, you're gonna lose. That's just this genre in a
Yeah,
nutshell at this point.
If I lose, I'll at least be like, Google it. That's it. That's it. That's the logic. It doesn't make
Genre's
sense.
main source.
Doesn't make sense, but you know.
Never made sense.
But GOIs, there's one GOI that Vic over here is very passionate about.
Hi.
That
UI.
Sadly, there's like no UIU that exist. I mean, they don't exist.
The BlueCon one, that one kind of went to shreds.
And when BlueCon left it, it disappeared. Up and went, up and vanished, and there was nothing. There's no UIU anywhere, and it's
In
kind of
my-
sad.
It was kind of upon in Apollo, but they were like certain UIU, but they were like punished, right? Right,
Yeah.
right. Exactly. It was a pretty good GUI for its time.
Yeah.
Honestly, as much as people might be like, well, maybe we need to think something else with these GOIs, or here's my suggestion: make your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but getting started with these GUIs is always such a challenge because you got to find a way to attract players, and like that's always the hardest thing because like most of these players aren't very smart to say the least. So
yeah.
Yeah,
you
like
gotta you gotta make them want to join.
This
like
is
one thing about THI is that it kind of got like a starter Pokemon, which was fucking Area 14. Area 14 was like the equivalent of Mewtwo, and THI was really good because we had the support. Edamar, you may call him the what's it called?
money.
The money man, or we what's that saying again? It was like the funds are gone. I forgot.
We are severely lacking
We are
funds.
really lacking funds. We are lacking funds. I regret
That
this point.
man, that man was
Nah.
low key chill. THI, he actually supported it for its time, and he gave the group to me.
Itamar was not of my favorite, but we all know my controversy with that guy. So.
I
was okay.
haven't heard of it. I haven't heard your controversy though. I want to get back to that.
No,
but-
it's nothing like bad, and like I'm not hating on him as a guy. Like he is what he is, and like I don't got any grudge. He just had a grudge against me for some reason. But
well,
that's another
now
story
the
for another
entire
day.
genre just sees him as Mr. Krabs. So
That was the funny
Yeah,
part.
funds. I mean, that is a good way to look at it as, to be honest.
it's
Yeah.
it's all down to perspective on what you think's justified, because people, when it comes down to the money situation in these like little groups, and just at the end, like in Mars, for example, that was a very, very big sum, like the biggest sum within the genre to ever exist. And you're telling me people aren't gonna be freaking frustrated at that? Jesus.
Yeah, I think he created the group thinking that he was just gonna bring it down with him when he was done with it, and that he was just gonna take the money regardless, no matter what happened. So
Yeah. Bearded owns it now, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
I
yeah,
hear
I know
it's
Bearded
going in a
personally.
pretty decent direction. So
Everyone hated him because he bought the group, but now the genre kind of sees buying groups as kind of justified. He was just one of the many people. He was like, I think he was the first one to buy a major one at least,
I
and
mean,
everyone hated him for that. But then now he's kind of chill. It's
at
cool.
least it didn't take the pathos route, you know,
Pathos.
Oh
where
yeah,
Pathos.
I go down with this group, and that's that. And I don't
Hey.
trust anyone else.
Oh,
Hey,
that
at least
video.
Faithful's back, but we don't know where it's gonna head to. Okay.
We'll have to see how that goes when that goes,
Yeah,
because like
we
honestly,
have to see. We gotta
that
get a
group is
magnifying
unpredictable.
glass, binoculars. We gotta see what's gonna happen.
Hey, at least it won't affect. I mean, at least it won't hurt us because we're just gonna get members. So
Yeah.
GOIs, the good thing about them is that they're not affected a lot by genre trauma, whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
and that's what brings back to like the issue with like the owner owning the like the GOI, because if the whole group goes down, then so does that GOI. Because
Yeah.
oh no, they're not independent.
So, like, the general stance is that GOIs that are completely owned by the same guy who owns the SCPF or allied to are generally a bad thing. Like, 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
I have to
obviously,
keep that noted down for. Yeah, keep that noted because we have plans in Nikolai for having a custom GOI, maybe two. And now comes the question of, do we want it to be externally represented or just home front? But it's for later on, because if we try to adapt that in now, we would be spreading ourselves way too thin development wise. Holy shit.
I mean, hear me out. If you have a clear background, there's no issues or anything you had in the past, then I think it's perfectly fine. If you have no skeletons in your closet, then you should feel free to open one. In my opinion, if you're an SCPF owner.
All
So,
right.
I feel like it's a weird double standard on both ends of it. 'Cause, like, if it's owned by the owner of the SCPF, it's in their control, like we said before. But if it's externally represented, it's not in their control, and they could just fuck off at the end of the day. Sure, it might doom them, but they could just leave on their own. That's it. No more GUI. Especially if you've invested time and resources into that, it kind of beats the point. I think that's another reason people are reluctant, or more reluctant, to like work with GOIs now. 'Cause they need resources.
Individuality promotes freedom of choice and freedom of speech. So like you can say what you want to say without worrying about having to get fucking cut off every 2 seconds by whoever's
Yeah.
owning your group or whatever.
It's
So
true.
it opens the doors for creativity and like creating new things for that GUI. Even if it doesn't get into that foundation, you can always move on to a new one.
Yeah.
Or try to find a new one, like a smaller one, yada yada.
Because
And-
going to
yeah.
the smaller ones can sometimes be better for you. I mean, it might actually help bring you up because like these smaller SCPFs that are usually like overlooked are usually sometimes even the better ones.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
You just don't realize it.
they're like indie games. They're like the indie genres, I like to call them, because they have something niche about them that the bigger ones can't match, and its community is actually focused more than in bigger groups, and that's where teeter totters. Once you get up to like that 10K to 9K measure point, that's when you are on a big balance board trying to appease one side or the other. It's people don't realize it, but the genre is very fucking complicated to manage because you have development perspective, then you have gameplay, then you have this, and then you have the group, and then you have GOIs, and it's like a lot of baggage. A lot of baggage. God, I need to stop.
Yeah.
Need to stop rambling. Ugh, I'm old. Ugh.
Roblox.
Roblox. Exactly.
The
Okay.
age grows of Roblox, man.
All this revolved around Roblox.
People look at honestly, when you think about that, you're just like we all have these like crazy stories to tell, and it all happened around a fucking Lego game, you know. When you think about
Yeah.
The thing
that,
is,
it's
I
crazy.
mean,
oh.
no one wow, we're fucking all three of us
Alright,
spoke,
nice,
and none of us
great.
continued.
both equally okay. So when it comes down to just realizing that, at the end of the day, it's a game, right? People will have feelings about games regardless. And in this, it's like a stupid type of feeling. Because it's like a self realization of, man, this is kind of stupid, but still pretty good. You know? It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Roblox is becoming more and more mainstream. Like, every year that goes by, I swear, Roblox gets more and more, like, in the spotlight. I mean, for fuck's sake, did you hear what happened with Bloxburg?
Oh, no?
Mhm.
What happened?
Didn't Bloxburg
Roblox,
get sold?
Bloxburg got sold to an actual games company that has never worked on Roblox for 100 million USD.
Holy
my-
shit.
Well, okay, look, think about that. Imagine creating a game on a platform that is basically like Legos, and then making a more of a living than a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Bruh.
dude.
Comprehend that.
Wait, did,
An
did,
army soldier.
did Bloxbury have a studio or was it just one dude?
It was.
Um,
It had a studio, but it was not a very big team.
No,
I mean, I'm not sure how big, but I know it wasn't a big team, and I'm pretty sure that the sharings were probably distributed between the members of that studio. But like,
Even then, that's a big fucking
that's still, I mean,
payout.
like, he probably got 40 million or 50 million, and that he's set for life on that, just that amount of money
Yeah.
alone.
Even his
He does not have to work a day in his life.
even his
Bro could be the
even
top
his
G.
colleagues, dude. Like, think about it. How
Yeah,
old were
they-
these people when they made it? Did they
I know.
consider?
They're probably like 20, bruh.
And like
Holy
that's just, like
cow.
it's like Adopt Me. Adopt Me. I think they're making. I don't even know how many. I think it's like 10 million a year or more.
Not surprised.
The Roblox
Really
sneak
not.
docs, bro.
No, I'll be more
I'm,
than
when I
that.
last saw like an application, I saw like the pay was like 100K a year, and I'm like, I was like baffled. I'm like that's like a bachelor like degree kind of level of like
Money.
job right there.
That's like 10 that's like 100 bachelor degrees, dog. No, that's like
Nah,
100.
bro, no. Because
Bro, no.
my degree, I'd be getting that money, but like still, like even still, you're programming a game for 2-year-olds. I mean, like think about that.
Yeah.
College debt, bro.
Jeez.
Paid off.
That's
pay
You
off
don't
like-
even need to go to college, bro. You don't even need to go to college. You're already making that money.
I'm just comparing. You could pay off like 1,000 college debts with that money, bro.
I mean, yeah, honestly, you could. Like, you might as well.
it's
Yeah,
That's just
it's
crazy to think about.
kind of absurd, really. But that's just how it is. Roblox is becoming a mainstream platform now because it's really accessible for anyone or anything. Like
You can play on
big
a Game Boy
studios are
on
coming to it.
Switch. You can play on a Game Boy on a Switch. You can play on a TV even. You can play anywhere, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're mainstreaming it to every like console or everything now. Like Xbox. I mean, I don't think it's on PS4 yet.
We need it on PS5, bro. We need it on Switch. We need it.
We need
everywhere,
that. We need that 4K Ultra HD Roblox graphics and jailbreak.
For
We need that.
real.
Let's get it mainstream.
Shit. One of the things that always surprises me is that Roblox's biggest audience is now mobile by 60%.
Oh, boy, what the hell, boy?
Like that's
Well,
so
I mean,
that's so like absurd to me because I played Roblox when it was exclusive to PC, and like they advertising it and making it mobile was like a massive deal.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was events about it on Roblox.
yeah.
Well, when you think about it, I mean, almost like what 95 or like maybe not that high, but like a large percentile of society owns a mobile phone.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
less of that owns the computer. So I mean, it makes sense that the majority of Roblox's player base is on a phone because it's way more accessible than a whole ass PC setup. But
Yeah,
although
that is
Roblox
true.
does not require that much of a good PC to play, just depends on the game
Wow.
you're playing. That is.
Yeah, I was about to say depends on the game you're playing.
But
Nah, like
even then, it's kind of to the point of where the group side of games, like I'm not only SCPF, but Star Wars, war groups, milsims, all those types of games are now on the brink of like, yo, we need to do something different, or we need to adapt to the new mobile players coming in, which is going to limit them heavily.
Well,
I
and
think
like
Eventually,
Uh,
sorry, you go.
no, go ahead.
Eventually, I just think group games are just gonna die out, and that Roblox is gonna cut the feature, and I'm gonna be like, bruh.
They won't cut groups.
They won't do that.
They won't cut
Never
that.
do that.
They would be losing a massive amount of like income simply from that because remember Roblox takes tax off of purchases. Therefore, they
Yeah.
would be losing all of this money that these groups are making.
Yeah, and don't forget, Roblox takes 30% of every money transfer. So you transfer 1 million Robux somewhere, they get 300k.
Yeah. That's their
The amount
income
of
right
profit
there.
they'd lose is unreal.
And remember that these mainstream games like Bloxburg have communities around them in groups. So they would be taking down Bloxburg, they'd be taking down Adopt Me, they'd be taking down all of these things because all of these have groups connected to that. So Roblox would be honestly losing like 70% of their income right then and there.
Yeah.
I mean, the only justified one would be to get removed is the Royal High one. To be honest, just saying.
I don't know, man. They'd be have a lot of angry 7-year-olds coming in like with their
Oh.
painted nails and all makeup up and
Oh
stuff.
no.
Go into their front door and be like, "You took."
It's
And
like
all
it's
that.
like removing a wasp beehive, dude.
Dude, they hit the beehive. No, they hit the wasp nest once, bro. They're gonna anger every single one of them. They're all gonna come at them and run hit. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
big
dude.
war, Roblox versus the children.
Alright, I have a
Oh
question
Lord.
though for everyone here. What do you guys think about Reuben Sim? The
Reuben?
big question. Reuben
Hmm.
Sim.
Oof. Oh boy.
That is a big question.
To start this off, I don't look like Reuben Sim, Isaac. So I just wanna let you know.
Okay.
Mm,
He's on. I don't really know what to think about him because like
same. I just watch his
he's
content.
like. I watch his content, but he can be like considered controversial in like multiple different scenarios. So
His recent tweets. Have you seen them?
no, I have not.
Oh no.
Why don't you indulge us in these?
Indulge
no.
us.
Let us
tweeted-
discover.
Is this gonna be an Andrew Tate situation?
Please,
How do you
please
know?
don't
How
let
do
it-
you know? How do you know? How do you know?
I'm
Okay.
just
Oh my god,
guessing.
did he get arrested by the Romanian police like Andrew Tate did?
So
Is that what happened?
Reuben Sim, he tweeted out
Yeah.
something about I hate furries, something like that. And let's just
Oh,
say
valid.
that he attracted every single furry from Twitter onto his account, and they all started like bashing on him for being
So
on
it's like
Roblox.
it's like the J Schlot event where he banned every single one that had like in it in his name or like all that
Yeah.
like those fucking weird Dream and SMP names. Honestly, if he
Yeah.
did that,
Yep.
then I wholeheartedly agree with that. I'm gonna be real.
No, he's been doing that in Runker. I've been in Runker for 3 years. It's a pretty good community. He's banned every single furry, and it's been really no issue. He hasn't got into drama. But now since he's taken it to Twitter saying, "Oh, I hate furries," people have been pissed angry at him.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not gonna
So
voice
this is the
too big
thing. There was his mistake going to Twitter. Honestly,
Yeah.
if we just leave Twitter alone and leave it to the hive's nest that is toxicity, the world would be a much better place. Honestly, like,
Twitter has honestly caused us more harm than help. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
I feel
no.
like it's degraded society into a bunch of snowflakes who can't handle one
oh
simple.
boy, that gets political. That's outside of the podcast ideal there.
Yeah, but let's
Dial down.
throw that out the window.
Yeah,
Let's go back
like-
to
Throw that
Reuben
some-
Sim and Roblox, okay?
So Reuben
Yeah,
Sim,
Reuben Sim.
I honestly think he was in his right to state what he wanted because I'll say it now. All right, I'm gonna say it. Get ready.
Oh, here we go.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
I'm leaving the room.
I'm
No.
banning you. I'm banning you. I'm banning you. I'm banning you. You're banned. You're banned.
He's actually gone.
You're
So
banned.
but in all seriousness, I do agree with Reuben Sim. Just like, yeah, he's saying what he wants to, but as for people responding the way they do, think
They
for a
massive
mean,
second.
boarded him.
Think
He's a
for
guy
a
who's not
second.
afraid to voice his opinion. So
But
Dude.
the people, Reuben Sim and them need to realize, look where you just stated this and where you're talking about it on Twitter. The literal
The
reason why
literal-
Elon Musk bought Twitter to prevent
It's
this
the
stuff.
lion's den.
Yeah, I know it's the line. Anyway, but Reuben
Like,
Sim
Reuben Sim on
was
Roblox,
all right.
okay?
Reuben Sim, keep going, man. Keep going,
Like,
bro.
at least he's
the Batman
speaking
of
for
Roblox.
those who
He's the
don't.
Batman. He's the Batman of Roblox.
He's
Okay?
vengeance.
He's been the Batman. Okay.
All right, Vic, what do you think?
Reuben?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much what's been said. I ain't got much else to add to it, honestly. I know I'm a boring one, but y'all pretty much said whatever I had in mind, especially Fuego. I feel like, yeah, say what you want to say. Like, and I think some of the stuff that he said is, like, important to have been said, because if he didn't say it, nobody would realize. At least nobody influential. And if you make people realize something when it's an actual issue, it really opens shit up. And I think it opens shit up. Well, yeah, it opens it up. People realize an issue, and then we'll try and have at that issue. Because Roblox devs are notoriously shit at dealing with issues like that. Like, I know for a fact, developers in Roblox have... I mean, you can literally get work from a developer and never pay, and all the worst that will happen is you'll get a bad rep on it. That's it.
Like there's a lot of examples I can see in that as well. With I'm just gonna say it. Like, for example, with Pathos, people still have faith in it, right? For it to be good. I don't
I have
anymore.
faith.
I don't.
I have faith.
I'm
I have
sorry.
faith.
I'm
Say
sorry. I'm
Man,
sorry.
what the heck?
So let me
What-
just
why- what the
explain. One, I'm pretty sure the game itself will be fine. The game will be fine and so on. But I do not trust the administration of Dax Rentha, solely Dax Rentha. Now, this does not mean I hate Dax. I just feel his decisions have been for the worst, not only for Pathos, but for the genre. Because of him, every single person that I have talked to just despises his overall agenda of, like, holy shit, I can't even begin. Just the issues he did not claim before, the issues of... You've seen the video, I assume, right? Of his of the VC. That was a prime example of what I don't trust. Now, him as a person, I'm pretty sure he's a cool guy in every right, whatever, right? When it comes to the SCPF administration side, him leading, I don't. Who the fuck's eating chips?
You know, there was this YouTube account called Dax Funds, which my friend Harbin Bluesmith, you may know him, whatever. He told me about, and it's pretty funny. And it's regarding that VC, and people just edit in Dax for like being at McDonald's. And Dax is like, I'd like an order, and like stuff that happens during that VC.
Wait.
If you want to see it, I'll put down the video here.
You gotta send me. He's gotta go to McDonald's.
You could
Wait a
probably
minute.
edit in the video,
I
like
gotta
a little video, small little video on the top, where it would be like a showcase of it if you want. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm about 10 million better than that. We can possibly get you to a brownie. I would rather not have that.
You see
Oh.
but you see what I mean? I just
That's
don't.
golden.
I just don't trust Dax as a leader / administrator. That's my only
As
gripe.
an owner, you don't trust him, but like personally, you think he's okay.
Yeah,
He's
But
cool.
that
like
I like him.
personally and professionally are two completely and very different things. And like in
Yes.
multiple work environments, that can be very overlooked, and people let that like blind them and always messes up every single group or every single genre that gets involved in that kind of thing. And when you mix those two together, it always has a negative effect. See, as the guy who's known Dax personally, even before
TRP.
he made it big or whatever, both me and Isaac have known him personally. So
Why was that VC with you, bro? That VC with you and Dax. Come on.
the VC where I got taken as a CI commander.
No, the name of that VC.
Okay, no, the E6 VC was completely photoshopped. I'm saying this right now, and do not post this screenshot if you even have it. It's
Gotcha.
fake. It's completely faked. I did not get into any sort of relationship with Dax Rentha, and I never would. So, but as a man, I mean, I think he's like a chill guy outside of it, but I feel like he's like overlooked and like kind of tried to cover up some of his past mistakes, and he never really acknowledged any sort of the issues that occurred within it. And I think like his
Exactly.
current way of choosing his command and like choosing all these O5s and stuff, I feel like he's choosing the people that he knows and not the people that the community could trust and understand that like, oh, they're gonna do it. Like I guess his girlfriend right now is automatically one of his O5s, and like, how do
Yeah.
we know that we can trust her handling a massive group? How can we trust this? Because the O5 position is a massive position that has control over a lot of things and can easily screw something up really quickly and turn a division extremely corrupt in like 2 seconds. Because we all seen how that
Exactly.
works with intelligence divisions. That goes
It's
bad.
just that when it comes to this genre, people just don't get the difference between being a person and being just, managing things. And you might be like, well, it's Roblox. Shouldn't you just be a person? Yes,
No, this
it it's
reflects real life.
it does to some degree. Like some people just think that's kind of stupid, but at the same time, you are owning, let's put into perspective of Dax. You are owning one of, if not a pretty big, sizable group that's potential to get you a lot of funds, a lot of supporters, and you have that all weighed on you. That's a weight regardless. I just really hate that people just are just blindsided to the whole, well, Dax did this, so it's like he's not a person. It's like, no, he's still
You've got a
person.
lot of people's trust in your hands, you know?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of people looking up to you, and like, I wouldn't recommend breaking that, because once you break someone's trust once, you're going to be losing a lot of supporters that would support you if somebody had some sort of like dirt to throw on you or whatever. Like, these people aren't going to support you when that happens. So you better listen to your community, because like if you don't do that, they're going to turn on you pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised this community did it the first time around, to be honest. Oh, boy.
Oh, I did pretty quickly. Like, I mean, I was already out of Pathos before it's like
The
major
9K joke.
demise.
The
And,
9K joke.
and just, if there are any pathos, like prior or current, this isn't a deterrent against you guys supporting pathos. You can support whatever you want. It's just the person in question, not the group, not the game. All right?
Leave the
Oh,
game
the
and the group.
difference. There's a big difference there, okay? God.
A large difference.
Yeah, because people, when it's like, oh yeah, I don't like this game. Oh, so you just don't like the owner? What the fuck kind of both? Oh, I could say, oh yeah, I don't like Halo. Oh, so you hate Bill Gates? What correlation does that have?
That's why when people ask me about like whenever I was an aisle administrator and like I had a big falling out and like drama with the owners and stuff, and like people always ask me, "Oh, so you fucking hate the game?" I'm like, I do not. I love the game. It's an extremely well made game, but like I just don't like the people. Those are two
Yeah,
separate things. I like what was made, but I don't like who made it.
exactly. There you go.
It's real simple.
It's just bringing those concepts forward into this type of environment's kind of difficult because some people are either in their young teens or early teens, whatever. And then you have people that are like me or Vic who are just way too old to be here.
Don't remind me. Don't
I
remind me.
mean,
Oh,
like
I'm
I'm an
reminding you.
adult. Like when I was in these SCPF groups, I was minor and I was young. So like
Mhm.
obviously I wasn't as smart as I am now or anything like that. So I obviously made stupid mistakes. But like even then, I mean, I still had like even all these people still have the capability of rational thought, and they can still understand like right from wrong. And I think that's what people overlook and like
Yeah.
kind of let their opinions blind them and always messing things up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna state another big hot take here. When it came,
Oh dear.
when it
Here we
came,
go.
even this is something that people will never admit within the genre, and that I will. I myself had made many, many mistakes in this genre, including getting myself involved in bad crowds. Phoenix is an example of that. You can probably find something about that in the Phoenix Discord, whatever the case. But I myself
Well,
am guilty. And you want to know what I'm going to do with that? State that I was stupid in every single regard. Am I?
That's kind of how I look at my drama too.
Am
Fuego,
I?
you have 45 results.
Oh, he went to look. Hold on, like let's go in. I'm gonna check the ISLE Discord real quick, and I'm just gonna look up my name. We'll see.
Oh,
2hile3. 3,801 results. Yeah, they like me a lot, I
Sure.
guess. And then 2hile3, I have another 2,295.
Oh,
So yeah,
wait, at 173 results. Okay, I should stop.
everybody here, or everybody, really anyone anywhere can have some sort of dirt on them. Like the question is like how you deal with that and how you look at it yourself. You can either one choose to cover it up and pretend like it never happened, or two, admit it, understand your mistake, and don't make that same mistake. It's quite simple. But a lot of people seem to choose option one over option two, whenever you really could just be getting it all over with immediately and not having to deal with it anymore. But people just can't admit that they were wrong at that little time and place.
Yeah. We were all young before.
Everybody
Or-
makes mistakes.
People just take that to the core. And when it came to like Dax, Phoenix really did. Like his mistakes, yeah, they really drive that to him. And the same can be said for people who were against Phoenix. They drove the issues with Phoenix back at Phoenix, and it's just like, oh, but it's a constant loop. And what people need to both sides need to realize is, okay, why are you pushing for them to know this? And the group needs to be like, hey, you're being pushed this. Are you going to be like, yeah, that's true, and move on? Or are you just going to silence them and say they're stupid? Because one way or another, it's going to end in a very precarious situation.
Yeah.
It's just people. It's just people stuff, I guess. At that point, oof.
It really just depends on the singular person and whether or not they choose to forgive or forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
some
I guess
people
some
never say
people
die.
I just think that, like, for example, Dax, that all got to his head, and he just could not. I repeat, could not move on. He did, and then he came back. that
Yeah.
like I say no more.
he came back without stating any sort of words or anything like what happened then. And so far, I mean, I haven't heard anything regarding how he handled the way that Pathos went down originally. It seems like he just said, "I'm done," and then left, and then didn't respond to anyone.
He just gave up.
He just threw in the towel and was like, "All right, I'm out," and then this group is mine, so no one else gets it. And
then people got sad, and then Paragon opened up, and Paragon, boy, Paragon.
I was not in this myself, but I've heard a lot. So.
Paragon's cool. Paragon's cool. In my opinion.
I feel like Isaac would know more than me, so I'll let him.
I know a lot about Paragon. It's
on
pretty
that.
cool. Paragon is definitely improving from like upon release. The administration is it's better than the old Pavos, I would say, but it's trying to be good.
Well, what do you have to say about the drama that went down with Paragon?
Paragon in Area 14.
How Paragon originally exploded.
Well, they just advertised. They wanted people to join them, and that's the way they got members because people sent me a friend request.
What?
People joined Paragon because they were promised a good place and a good community, so people joined them. I mean, I would say it was kind of unjustified to advertise in the whole Payphone Discord, pinging everyone to join it or whatever. But there were transfers, and it was a good alternative to Payphones. Since people wanted another Payphones. People wanted a community to join. So
People wanted something new to latch back onto because like everyone that like crashed from Pathos, and Pathos had a lot of people who suffered from that fallout.
Yeah.
So they had to go somewhere, some went to Administrator or Bearded now, some went to fucking Delta, some went to Phoenix, they just went everywhere. And then some just left it on there completely.
Arc 478. We took in. I remember I was security commander at 478, and we took in the special response unit into our security. And man, there were a lot of people that left like a week after because it wasn't pathos. Like people were so drained and so sad that pathos is gone that they left the genre, or as you said, or another alternative they did was just go to another group genre entirely. And I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, no, don't go. It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
I had pretty much basically abandoned that genre. I mean, the genre for a while until Isaac invited me back into THI, and then that's when I came back, at least for now. But I'm kind of trying to avoid the whole SCP groups in general. I don't want in them. I just want to have something to do with them. I just don't want to be within them.
Yeah, no, I'm in
No,
this.
I get it.
See, like, I understand that point of view because I'm in that same boat. Like, I own one, or well, I'm having one being developed, but I can't be in anymore because one, I'm afraid I'm gonna get exposed heavily, which I'm waiting any day at this point, honestly. And
It could
second,
happen.
could happen from some bullshit in the past. You never know. And
Yeah, there's stuff on me too.
secondly, I'm way too old. Like you hear my voice, I'm way too old for this genre at this point. That joining group is kind of.
I mean,
I can't really
you say
joke.
that, and there's like 40-year-old owners. So I
I
mean,
can't joke though. I can't joke with like task force members or like security members or medical members because who am I joking with? You know? You get what I mean? You get my drift?
yeah.
Like
Well,
I
yeah,
wanna avoid that situation. And thirdly, I've done it all. I've been
Been there,
05.
done that.
Yeah, been 05. I've been in HR. I've been this. I've been in the biggest group. I've been in the smallest group. What more left? Nothing.
You got the whole experience. You know,
Yeah.
you've done it. You've been your ways. You completed that checklist. And
Yeah.
now you're just kind of sitting there, just like,
Yeah.
oh, what now?
And I have a crony to the right of me that gives me information about the genre on the daily. Isn't that right, Vic?
Hey, I
What?
said nothing. I said nothing.
God.
Nothing
Isaac
happened.
is like-
What?
Just bring up about.
In
Bring up.
reality,
You ever been in
you're
a GUI?
I so basically I was in two. I was in CI a long time ago. Didn't understand it and left. And then I joined THI that one time for
Time
about
zone.
2 weeks, and then got bored and left. That's
Yeah,
it.
because you're time zone.
No, it
So
wasn't.
you were
Must
like,
No, it's
this
not.
must have been when
it's not
Ultra was
time
leading it.
No, it wasn't time zone. I just didn't have like I was paying for stuff. It was just again was in that phase of I don't know what to do in this genre anymore.
Must have been when Isaac first got commander.
No,
shut up.
no, it was that. No, it was no, it was after because the thing is, I met Isaac in Phoenix. I remember clearly. I became overseer, and then THI raided, and I think I had to talk to Isaac or one of the HRs. I don't know, but
Zach?
that yeah, Zach. Yeah, Zach. Yeah.
Bloodhounds, that
Dude, he does not respond to me anymore. He's like he's been ghosting everyone. He doesn't exist. Like he doesn't respond to pings. He didn't respond to the my birthday even.
last time I texted him was last year in like looks like August. I haven't texted him since August 17th,
He
2021.
didn't wish me a happy birthday even, dog. That's the saddest thing. And he wishes me a happy birthday every year, dog.
Every year, man.
And Zach was trying to get me to rejoin THI. It seems like every commander tried to get me to rejoin.
No, I'm the good one, dog. I'm the good one.
I feel like HNJ for his 50 minutes of being commander was the best. I feel like he did.
Okay, wait. Should we talk about history next or nah?
History.
Yeah.
Our SCPF history.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so this may sound like the worst thing ever, but I joined Swifts because of Reuben. I know.
Huh.
All right,
That's
You
different.
need to be quiet.
Yeah, I joined because of him. But the thing is, I knew about the genre beforehand, so it wasn't like because of him strictly. But
Isaac, were you a
I
shadow?
was, huh?
Were you a shadow?
What's that? What are you talking about?
The people who doxed them. Wasn't that what they were called? I think they were called shadows or something. The people who like
Unknown.
No, it
doxed
wasn't.
those people.
It was unknown, wasn't it?
Unknown.
Yeah,
It was
no,
something like that.
no,
Wait,
I was never a
in
shadow, but I
L-Torts
do have a
or-
story.
No, Swift.
Unknown.
Yeah, unknown.
Listen,
My bad.
listen. My friend Xenos, he could have been unknown, and the thing is, he could have been unknown because they have this application called analytics department, right? He was gonna go apply for that since he was looking for a department to join. And then he said, "Nah, I'm too lazy." He could have been the unknown because the analytics department was disguised as an unknown application, but then unknown, turned into an intel, and all the members from A and D got into unknown. But that's just a little, story.
I
about
mean,
unknown. So you brought
I
it up.
definitely wouldn't have wanted to be a part of a group that just fucking doxes people and like grabs each other's nudes and shit to like to spread around like, oh, this guy did this or this guy did that. Like, bro, you're like what?
He's a racist.
And weren't these people like fucking minors at the time handling these things?
Some of them were. I mean,
Some of them.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So yeah, that definitely
That
helps
whole
out that
Yeah.
system.
that whole situation just was not good.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
was definitely like one on like. There's been a lot of like drama, but that shit's like on federal like crime kind of genre. I mean drama.
Yeah.
So
Oh, good God.
that
I
takes
think-
when law enforcement gets involved, that is a whole new level of like
Oof.
drama. That I
Yeah.
think that doesn't even become drama anymore. That just becomes serious.
Oh, that's crime. Like it's not
That's
drama. it's
crime. Honestly, yeah,
fucking crime.
that's jail time. Let's be real. So
Yeah.
you
I think
you
the
get
thing. What
when it
surprised me
becomes
the
that,
most-
you move past that like
Yeah.
oh, forgive and forget kind of shit. That's
Yeah.
where like don't forget and you in jail for 30 years.
The thing that surprises me most is that Swift actually survived all that, and it's actually still got a player base.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't Swift leave?
No, Swift is still there. I know the unknown shit happened. Half the overseas left, but apparently it's still alive and well.
All right. That's
Well,
I mean, I guess he just hasn't been doxxed yet. So until that happens, he's gonna be there. Someone will get them eventually. Everyone gets their justice one day.
Not me.
Shut the. What have you been doing, Isaac?
Nothing.
No. I mean, you did have a furry outfit on earlier, so I mean.
Shut up!
Well, hold on, man. Oh,
I got
let me.
paid. I got
If I go into
paid.
the,
I got
okay,
paid.
if I go into the THI server and look up Isaac Furry,
Oh no.
Oh,
I see
no.
100 results. Isaac, can you explain yourself?
Chill out.
Isaac, I need you to explain yourself. Posting Isaac Furry art.
What?
I'm not a
Me when
furry.
Isaac uses a furry image version of himself as a reaction image.
What are you talking about?
It's all in the books, my guy.
Yeah, I'm not a furry. That's what he asked.
Sus.
Why did
I don't know, Isaac. I don't know,
I
Isaac.
don't know, man.
The evidence says otherwise.
What evidence? There's no evidence.
Okay. You gonna purge all of THI?
Okay. Purges every
purge
single goddamn chat in THI.
He's firing me right after this. I'm no longer a tribunal considerate. He's just throwing me out in the trash. I know too
Agony.
much.
The agony.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
a
when-
deleted user who called you a furry. What'd you do to him? What'd you do to him, Isaac? Why is he deleted? Isaac? Why is he deleted?
Give Why is he
Isaac.
deleted?
What did you do?
Hold on. I gotta go screenshot this real quick.
He's
Isaac.
gone. He's not coming back.
Isaac, hold on. Fucking let me copy this. What'd you do to him? What did you do to him? Who was he?
We did not speak of
That
this.
was 3 years ago.
So you did do something. Wait.
I may or may not have.
You put him down, dude.
You may or may not have.
You may.
You know too much. You know?
I can't wait to get fired.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I'll-
yeah.
I'll-
Let's move on about this. Let's talk about.
I'll leave
Roblox.
wolves in care of HIJ.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
Roblox UGC.
Roblox what?
GOC.
No, UGC.
UGC. What's UGC?
Avatar accessories.
Yeah,
Player
that's
made.
not-
What Isaac is wearing right now?
Shut up. No, the
I didn't
hat
say
wearing-
any shit on you.
What
The
is
hat
it?
I'm wearing is not UGC. This is Roblox.
Yeah, I don't hear.
User generated hats.
I just realized my soundboard was not on, so that's probably for the better.
I don't want soundboards. I dealt with that last time with Glitch Saw. Oh god.
I almost hit the key that has the metal pipe falling.
I
but
think I
didn't.
need to make that a rule. No soundboards in the studio.
No
please.
soundboards in the studio. I'm
We
tired.
need a door. We need a door for him to walk out of. That's all we need.
I can't
now.
keep hearing the vine boom every 5 seconds. I'm losing my
I'm
mind.
sick and tired of baller.
I am disassociating from the baller.
Listen, my friend made the
The
baller
fart.
meme popular. Amen tease. He made the baller meme popular. Now it's everywhere, dog. It's plushies everywhere, dog. I don't know why. The baller meme was not supposed to go popular. It was an inside joke between me and my friends. So you can say I'm kind of held responsible for that, okay?
Responsible.
You can help me
Yeah.
responsible for
TH is gonna be needing a new command.
for the baller meme, dog.
The fact that I know what that video sounds like is the sad part.
The Pikachu one?
Yeah, the one where the fart, like the rose fart, is being spammed.
No, that's another video. Where's
Oh,
the
I
guy
have
working-
that video. Wait, hold on. I didn't even notice. What are they doing to the Pikachu?
What?
Oh, okay.
Have
Whoa
them
there.
hostage.
Whoa there.
Alright, no, never mind. No, never mind. Oh, let me,
Whoa there, bro.
never mind.
Yeah, Frank, I hope you
Bruh.
enjoy editing all this in.
Okay,
I
okay,
am.
let's go back.
But
Let's
I'm-
go back to the
Alright,
topic.
back on topic.
Dope ass pumpkin.
Dope ass pumpkin.
I'm-
There we go.
I'm just
Can we get a
tired.
picture of it?
Bro, I am tired though. Like, I stayed up last night because I went to dinner because I had family out of town come in. Then
This
stayed
guy about to
up.
go.
I stayed up playing Foxhole. Then I remembered I needed to finish something for college. Then I finished that and it was 11. And I went into work late at like 7:30 in the morning.
This guy about to go.
Oh yeah,
Then gotta go.
very, very close to. Probably when I'm after this podcast, I'll probably just edit it with the intro and everything,
Bro,
and
it's
then
about
just
to go-
upload it.
Bro's about to hit his head on the keyboard.
We're just gonna hear a fucking thump of a
You-
fucking Fuego's
you're gonna-
microphone.
This thing gonna go like.
W spam in the chat or something. I don't know. You found that a little bit too funny. I'm gonna be real with you.
Jeez, Isaac,
Okay, stop.
Isaac and Vic have an equal laugh, to say the least.
Oh god.
I had the most infamous laugh in the genre.
Debatable.
Nope, like,
Vic,
hear me
Vic
out, hear
goes
me out,
nutty.
hear me
Vic
out.
goes insane.
Isaac, you do not laugh like that.
You don't.
You don't laugh
Don't.
like that, bro.
On a Halloween, you do, but that's it.
That man laughed like that fucking MP3 sound effect of like pumpkin
No.
laugh.
The witch's brew. The witch's brew. The witch's
Yeah, the witch's brew.
Oh my god.
Or like whenever you're like the intro to like a funk, like a scary funk like music like playlist or something, they just like do that fucking sound effect.
Wait, you sound like you're on the Zaza.
Shut the fuck up. I guess.
Bro, you're
I'm sorry.
literally like Ek Reg. Okay, so there's this dude I know named Ek, and literally he says, "Man, I got that Zaza," and I'm like, "Bro, shut the fuck up."
Man, Man, you got that Zaza on your shit, bruh. Nah.
Deliver him to Zaza.
I am
Okay.
not
Bro,
delivering him shit, bro.
Bro, I passed by a store that said Zaza stop, and I was like, oh no. I go, can we stop by Zaza real quick? And my best friend he just goes, shut the living fuck up. He goes,
That's
he goes, pull
real.
over, I'm done.
I'm done, bro. Just send me
Man,
home.
bro, he goes, take me home, man. I'm tired of your shitty ass comedy. I dealt with this for 8 years. I had enough, man.
Is it bad that I see SCPFs is like different like game versions? Like you got like Pokemon Scarlet, which is Paphos, and you got Pokemon Violet, which is Paragon.
Isaac, stop relating everything to Pokemon. I swear.
Pokemon Brick Bronze. Arc for
Bro,
Oh my
7
God.
8.
Hey, you can't talk about that, man. You can't talk about that. You'll get banned.
My God, why
Oh.
is that your fucking
You're
comparison?
gonna get banned for
I don't
even
know,
mentioning
because
that
they're
game.
both low quality. What do you mean?
I
Roblox
played
is
some
gonna ban
Pokemon,
you, bro. Pokemon Brick Bronze, Pokemon Project Pokemon, bro. Those games were fire.
I did play
Yeah.
that. They were kind of fun.
Roblox.
I used to
Fucking
scam people in
That-
Project Pokemon,
that's-
dog.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
That's not even like the thing is that didn't go down because of Roblox, because Nintendo is just like, no, bad Roblox, bad.
Nintendo won't
We'll
allow
sue you.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nintendo. If you even like put like an M, they're gonna be like, ah, shit, that's Mario. Get that shit out of here.
Dude,
Yeah.
I scammed like a 4th of July shaman, dog. I was at the whole scam stuff back in like 2016, dog.
You were
Like,
like,
I'm
fuck
sorry.
it.
Isaac,
I
you're the
wish-
kind of guy.
I said that I was gonna give them like a free Robux generator. They were like, Robux, and then they traded me. And gave the shaman. Now a free mythical Pokemon 4th of July skin now.
You're admitting to committing an against TOS thing on a podcast.
Oh God, TOS,
No,
Roblox.
really. It's Project
Roblox.
Pokemon.
Okay, every time I read Roblox TOS, it feels like I gotta be Saul Goodman every time I have to read it, because there's some convoluted crap in there that I try to determine, and it's like this can be used in multiple ways. That's not good for the company nor the person using it.
No wonder people keep finding loopholes in it. 'Cause not even the fucking people who like run Roblox understand what the fuck they wrote. It was some guy who was running on no sleep and was partially schizophrenic and just like looking at that while his fucking voices are in his head telling him, and he just wrote whatever he heard.
Sounds about right.
Joe Biden.
Shut up, Isaac.
Sure.
He just says random shit. He's like Ben, and then he just like starts talking.
I
nothing.
never make jokes about Ben, bro. I scammed this. That's
You
2017.
scammed that.
Yeah,
Who the fuck wants that?
it's a 4th of July skin,
The
dog.
fucking hedgehog. I'd dropkick that shit.
What?
I would
YouTube,
dropkick that shit.
YouTube. He does not condone that. He does not mean that. But for League of Races, it's a joke.
Yeah, by the way, guys, I don't actually mean this. I mean none of this. I would never do anything like that to an animal. I do not do any sort of animal abuse. And if PETA wants to come to my doorstep, I will fucking punch him in the face. I mean, what? Sorry. Moving on.
Yeah. People, on the other hand, it's fair game.
Yeah,
Bear trap and then put like an explosive under.
for legal reasons, no one will know anything about me or any of my personal identity. In fact, I don't even know who any one of y'all are.
All right. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, we're at a good time frame, actually. Usually I like to keep the podcast at an hour, but we're good on time. We're in an hour. Anything else you guys want to bring up or discuss?
Nah, we good, dog.
Shut up, Isaac.
Shut up.
What?
All right. That concludes part 5 of the podcast. Thank you all for listening. And yeah, make sure you carry on. So say bye, folks. Say bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
No, nobody else fucking said it,
Fortnite.
did
I
you?
love Fortnite.
Ban?
I love Fortnite.
I fucking hate you,
I
Isaac.
hate you, Isaac. See you later, folks.